All right, so I've got a bit of an earbud problem. I've got four different pairs. I got this, I got this, I got this, and I've got this. Four different pairs. Each one supposedly solving a different issue for me. But here's the thing. For the last 3 weeks, I have been using the SoundPEATS PearlClip Pro earbuds. And honestly, they might just make the others redundant. Let me show you why. So here's what I'm working with right now. This pair right here, it's brilliant. Except that I lost the USB adapter for the PC connection. So they are basically paperweight for my PC, but I still use it with my phone and my tablet every single day. This one, designed for my Lenovo my Lenovo laptop, pretty great. Dual connection, multi-point connection, great bass, noise cancelling, but it has annoying lag, and that I must tell you for a fact drives me nuts during calls. Then there's my £10 experiment into getting into the earbuds land. This one right here. And sometimes the budget won't actually surprise you because I've been using it now for about 2-3 years. And trust me, it's my reliable backup. And then there is my reliable backup here. Still open here, gets the job done. I've reviewed it also. You can check the video in one of the caption above it. It was actually the last earbud I reviewed on this channel. So you get awareness all around you and all that. But the problem with open ear design, so this ones right here, all of this right here are open ear designs, and also the peer clips are also open ear design. The problem with open ear design is that there's usually a compromise. You get awareness of your environment, but then you lose sound quality. Although with all of the ones I have, that is not the case because they have good sound quality also. So most of them actually sound terrible. Now, the PearClip Pro, if I pronounce that wrong, please forgive me. My pronunciation is not the best. The PearClip Pro claims to fix all of that, and apparently about 100,000 people agree to this one. Plus, it's actually won an actual award. So, let's see. In the box, you get pretty standard unboxing. You get the case, you get the earbuds, the USB-C cable, and then the usual paperwork. So, what's not standard is how light this feels. This is just about 5.85 grams per earbud. This one right here. This is how it looks. If I can get the focus right. Just trying to get my face. Yeah, about 5.85 grams per earbud. And for reference, that is lighter than most clips. I'm actually going to put it on right now so you can see how it feels. So it sort of looks like I'm putting on earrings when I put this on. And to be honest, I don't mind that, although I don't use earrings personally. And with the old case, it's just about 46.8 grams. And look at the design. It actually looks like pearls. Although my wife has told me you can't wear this. Well, let's see how that goes. They look like pearl earrings really because they are made with 70% liquid silicone and memory steel wire inside. So they flex and adapt around your ears while they stay durable. Plus, they are IPX5 waterproof. So you don't need to worry about sweat or light rain. And then you can always pretty much do this for your heavy workouts, for your gym sessions and all that. It's pretty much good to go. So let's see how these actually feel. Oh, they're actually really nice. They just clip on, no pressure points, no digging. You can see I've been wearing this for the most part of this video now. And I wear them even for editing my videos now. I just look on my laptop when I'm on the train or I'm commuting or I'm traveling and I don't want to bring my heavy headset. I just use this to edit my video. And the lag, there's no lag in editing my videos and actually listening to the audio. And to be honest, the audio quality is actually great. Now, most times I actually forget I'm wearing them because I don't feel like I have them on. That is rare with earbuds, especially the ones that stick in your ears, like this one's right here. But with most open ear earbuds and the ones that clip on, you really feel that they actually on. You just put them on and then you forget. The only time you remember is if you want to scratch your ears or control something. Now, for the important bits, how do they actually sound? Although you cannot hear the sound because I don't have all the specialist audio gear to be able to do all that stuff, and they don't record directly to the device, only use them for calls, music, and stuff. These have got 12 millimeters dual magnetic drivers with a dynamic EQ algorithm that automatically adjusts based on what you're listening to. That's if you set it all to EQ anyways. These are larger drivers than you typically find in budget earbuds, which makes a real difference. I must tell you for a fact, the sound is genuinely impressive. I'm not sure I've charged this for a while now, so it's probably dead. Yeah, I've not used it in about 2-3 days while I was trying to record this video. We're just like, I gotta record this video today. But I think, let's see. Oh, it's actually connected. I did not know it was connected to the phone. So let's listen to some music. So I'm using here my Samsung S21 Ultra. I can tell for a fact, they actually sound great. The bass, way stronger than I expected. And from what I can hear, I can still hear my environment. Like I can hear my NAS buzzing in my ears. I can still hear if I have a Teams call. I can still hear if my children are calling me. I can still hear things around the house because, of course, I need to be aware of my environment. And that is one of the selling points of open ear earbuds. So they're really clear. So it's like you're having speakers perfectly positioned and designed just for you, but with directional sound technology. So nobody else can actually hear it. So the speakers actually point straight into your ears. If you can see that the speakers point straight into your ears, so it's directioned just for you. And now for the calls, there's AI noise reduction. And honestly, my voice sounds more natural than on most closed earbud system. And I've not had any complaints so far. Well, I'm using this. People say, Dara, I can't hear you, all that stuff on calls. But for this one, there's been no complaints so far. And there's less of that tonal effect, especially when you use earbuds. And these are actually running Bluetooth 5.4 with AAC and SBC codecs. So it's not the highest end codecs, but it's perfectly fine for most use cases. And on here, really, the other question most people ask is, so what's the battery life? It looks light. What's the battery life like? It goes about 6 hours on the earbuds, and you get 18 more from the case. So that's typically 24 hours total. And a quick charge gives you 2 hours. So for 10 minutes of charging, you get about 2 hours of usage, which actually has saved me some ton of time, especially when I'm moving around, when I'm traveling. I just want to quickly want to go to the shop, plug it in, listen, and I'm good. And the earbuds actually have 35 milliamp batteries each, while the case packs a 350 milliamp hour battery. So here's the clever thing they've done with the case. It has auto adaptive left and right channels. What does this mean? Drop them in any slot. So this is on my right here now, and the slot, I can put it on the left bit here to charge, and it just figures out by itself. It adapts to whatever position that it's in. And I think that is pretty nice. So I can pretty much swap around. Look what I'm doing here. So if I can get it to focus. Yeah, so if you look around here, I'm gonna swap the positions. Oops. And it still works. So that is something really pretty nice. If I do that on my other earbuds here, although not a diss to the brand, now it ain't gonna close. Same thing here. It ain't gonna close. And same thing even on the other one. So I think that is a great plus. That is finally pointing to the fact that someone thought about real world uses. For example, someone that is clumsy, someone like me, they thought about me while designing this. Means I can pretty much drop anyone anywhere and it still charges. I can use it. And also, you have the companion mobile app. You can use if you want to tweak your EQ. I usually personally leave things as default or in bass boost, but it's pretty nice to have all the options when you need it. The bass boost mode is pretty fun because I like to hear my bass. So back to the original question. Do these earbuds, the SoundPEATS PearlClip Pros, do they replace the other four pairs that I've been packing around? Let's answer that. Well, for sure, the PearlClip Pro replaces three of these for sure. And I'm not going to tell you which, but you can guess. Let me know in the comment section which one you actually guess I'm replacing. Is it the Emit? Is it the 10-pound one? Is it the Sanag? Or is it the Lenovo? Which three is the PearlClip Pro actually replacing? Now, I'm going to answer you now. The only time in the last 3 weeks I've been using this that I've reached for another pair of earbuds is when I needed active noise cancellation for my train rides and underground tunnels. You know how noisy those can be. That is the only time I have reached out for these Lenovo ones. But the other three, I have not used them so much the last couple of days. The only time I also bring this one out is if I want multi-port connection, just my phone and tablet. Probably I'm going to church or rehearsals. I pick this one. If I'm working on a PC and a phone, I take this and I take this. If I want just my tablet, I take this. If I want just my phone, depending, this is mostly now a backup earbuds for me. I take this along also. It's mostly sitting somewhere here, so I can always reach out to it if I need a backup audio device for listen to music and stuff. And maybe my daughter is using one of them. I can always pick that one. So for everything else, work calls, music, podcasts, walking around, the PearClip Pros just work for me. They're comfortable enough to forget about, sound good enough to enjoy, and they don't isolate you from the world around. At roughly a third of what the Huawei FreeClips cost, they're actually reasonable. The cost is reasonable. Sometimes the best products is not the most expensive one. That is why I mostly love when brands reach out to me to review budget devices. I'm so glad, especially if they are good like this one. So, what is your own daily driver situation? Are you team open here like me, or are you team noise canceling like all these other ones that I've been using? You know, I got loads of this, to be honest. I might probably think, oh, Dara, you're a crazy man for having all of these headsets and all that. Yeah, say what you may. I just do what works for me. So are you team open here, or team noise cancellation, or team big gaming headsets? Let me know below. I'm always curious to see what everyone is using. That is pretty much all I have to say for today's video. I wanted to do a quick review of this, but if you're looking for a verdict on this one and thinking to yourself, is this something I should get? Oh, remember, I'll drop the links to position one in the video description and pin comment. It's under $50. Yes, this one right here. It is pretty affordable. Well, at the time of recording this, and if you use my promo code, you actually get more discounts than usually would on a normal day. And of course, they also have links. I get a bit of a kickback. You also get to save some money on purchasing this one. So check it out. If it's something you love, I would really love to hear your opinions about the SoundPEATS PearClip Pro. To be honest, I've been using it for the last 3 weeks and it has not failed me. A kicker here. Before I wrap things up, I'll finish most of this I wanted to say. This is actually paired up with 3 of my devices. My phone, my laptop that I'm using for recording this video and all my on-the-go setup, and it's also paired up to my work phone. But then optionally, when I'm on the road and I need to just swap around, I use it, then I connect one of them. But Bluetooth 5.4 is amazing for that kind of lag-free experience. So I don't actually repair every single time. I just click one and then the other one I disconnect it, and I'm pretty much good to go. Most times I actually don't have more than 2 devices connected at once to be able to listen to audio. But for a general impression, I think this actually really sounds great. For day-to-day usage, it's pretty good. It's lightweight. If you want to open ear design, this is the headset you should be getting. And yeah, I like it, and I'm going to be using it for a very long time. I mostly use all my devices for a long time, but this, I think, is going to stay on this desk for a very, 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 very long time. Yeah, that's the video today. I'll be seeing you yet in another video. Let me know what you think about the SoundPEATS PearClip Pro. Stay safe and goodbye.